So for you guys, being linemen, what was a big focal point for you guys heading into the off season? What did you guys hope to improve?
Technique was pretty much the main focus of the whole team.
I think
I think
hand and footwork were the big thing. Like a lot of times we wouldn't engage with our hands. I know that's what I struggled with. And I think as a team watching us play at our football camp, we got a lot better at that.
Yeah, discipline played a big key in that, and we needed to be more disciplined on the line, and we're really pushing that more this year.
Mm-hmm. How did you guys feel like the line play was last year? Like, were you guys able to look back and say we took steps, or were you able to? Did you look back and say like this is a place where we should improve?
Well, I mean, offensively, we had our games, but I don't know, we had some games we could have done a lot better. And same with the defensive line, but I mean this year we have the dudes, and we're disciplined enough. We can bounce back.
Now we have more room to improve, and we're more experienced, so we'll be able to do a lot more.
And I know the other guys talked about work in the weight room, and I talked to Coach Perigo about that too, and he seemed pretty happy with the weight room work. Would you guys agree with that? How do you guys feel like the weight room work was this off season?
Yes, past year, not very many people have shown the past couple of years. This year has improved so much more. More people are coming in the weight rooms, and we're motivating more people to come in and show up, do their best they can, get better every day.
Is that a result? I mean, are you guys out there like, pressuring guys that like, hey, you need to get in the weight room, or what do you think is the result? Like, why are there more people in the weight room, you think?
It's just the result of us knowing that it's going to be our last year, because like last year it was mostly juniors, and now we're just getting toward the point that it's going to be our last season of football, and we just need to put in more work.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the personality that our team has. Is that we have I think we have a lot of heart this year. A lot of people that really truly care about what happens in this season. So I think that reflects into the weight room. People are saying we don't want to go 4-6 again. We want to have a good season.
And so, what are your guys' goals this year? Like, what are you guys shooting to get out of this season?
Well, I know for the defensive line, this has been my personal goal, and I've tried to. I think everyone else has it too. Is to get more sacks, more pressure on the quarterbacks. That's just been one thing I've thought a lot about that we should work on. But
definitely improve our offense. Our pass game was really struggling last year. I feel like we could do better this year and improve a lot in our passing game, our run game also.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. Our defensive line needs to put on more pressure, and our blocking schemes need to get a lot better, but we can do it this year with the guys that we have.
Okay, cool. And so for you guys, coming back for this off season, what was kind of the #1 thing that you guys focused on improving this off season?
Probably for me it was leadership skills. So then we can have I can be a leader out there for us.
Yeah, I mean, we're the seniors, so I guess we got to step up now. Last year, juniors, I mean, we had other kids leading us and going off of them. So now we got to step up and know what we got to do to get wins.
One thing that I think has been big is the weight room. I mean, we've had a lot of guys coming in this summer, probably better attendance than,
It's probably been the best attendance we've had in the past 10 years.
Yeah, so I mean,
we've had a lot of kids coming in the mornings and stuff. So.
Okay. How does that compare to the last couple of years as far as like intensity in the weight room? Do you feel like that's been more focused, or how does that compare?
I think that our class in general has always worked hard, and I think that helped with the younger kids because they look up to us. So, we're working out in there, we're getting a bunch of our kids in there, they're going to start bringing them in there too. So.
And then our class, I mean, we've always been together, we've done a lot together, we've always been one, so if one of us did it, a lot of us were together in it, like especially in the weight room. So once that started, a lot of us started going into there too.
Okay. And then for you guys, what was an area coming into the off season that you guys thought you might need a little improvement? Like what, whether it's players you guys lost last year or something you guys weren't that good at last year that you felt like you needed to improve?
I think offensive-wise, we could have done a little bit better last year. So we kind of focused on, getting our passing game down, and then our offensive line is all basically bounce backs except our center. So they're a lot more experienced, so that's going to help a lot this year. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, last year with our offensive line, like I said, I mean, we were mostly juniors, and there was a lot of growing pains coming in from going from JV to varsity football. But I feel like as an entire position group, we've come back and we're all a lot bigger and stronger than we were in the past. So.
Okay.
For good things.
And I know the last game of the year in the tournament game against Blackfoot, I was at that game, and it was just kind of a crazy game. There was a lot happening in that fourth quarter. Is that something that has stuck with you guys now this off season, like the just kind of the craziness of that final game, and that you guys were really close there?
Oh yeah. Okay. So off of that game, we're definitely gonna bounce back. I mean, like we know what we can do and such. I mean, we had that game. I mean, it was a really good game, close game. So from that game, we know what we can do and keep pushing this year. Just improving on it.
What kind of always stuck in my mind after we lost that game, it was very emotional for all of us. And Bo Boston, he actually looked me in the eyes and he said the off season starts now. And that was like 5 minutes after the game, and it just kind of stuck with us because we got to work so hard, if we want to go further than what we did last year. You can't start in the summer, you got to start, right in the winter and all that. So.
Okay. And how many seniors do you guys have?
Good question.
Sorry, put you guys right on the spot. Is it
I
a
think
big
we
senior?
had like 5 starters last year that were seniors. So
Yeah, it was a very junior-oriented team. We had a lot of young
we had
guys.
20+ returners. So.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.